sometimes you may feel like you're performing. You may feel like you're not being your true, authentic self. And I've been there, boo, okay? We're gonna talk about that in this video because it is very easy to just be someone who you're not and just go on with life. But no, you can be yourself, you can be who you wanna be, and yeah. So, hello everyone, my name is Branson. And I just wanted to talk about that today because I was just reminiscing on my time in university and college, and I was like, wow, I'm such a different person than who I was. Or am I really different? Or am I just more obviously naturally me? Okay. So basically, freshman year of university, I really was like, every freshman, most freshmen have this thing of being extra themselves, not themselves, more, what's the word? When you're more, oh my gosh. I actually don't care if I can't think of the word because I'm not going to stop this video because we're going to keep going. But anyways, you're just a more version of yourself. So you do things maybe you don't want to do. You go places that you might not want to go to. You meet people and say, hey, how are ya? And you really don't care. You just, you're trying to make new friends. You're trying to get out into the wild. So basically, I was a lot of that. And I found myself being a part of so many friend groups. And it was kind of hard for me because I'm such an, I think, I think at that time I was like, performative extrovert. I don't think I was actually extroverted. I think I was just doing that because obviously when you're new when it, please don't play with me right now. When you're in a new place and you're trying your best to just make the most of your experience, have a good time, meet some people, rally on, it's it's very easy to just get in the state of, okay, you know what, it's fine. Let's do it. So I found myself doing that a lot at university, and I would be in so many different groups. And I realized that when I would leave those groups, those people would still always hang together, but I would only see them whenever I would catch them. And then they're like, oh, want to hang out? Or we're throwing this drawing party. Oh, we're going to this event if you want to come. And it was never like a I was invited type of thing. It was a they saw me and they were like, oh, well, we see you. What's up? You might as well come to the event. And I don't know. When I did go to a lot of things, so that means that I met so many different people, but it was always a sense of me feeling like, oh, like are these people? I'm not actually like I felt like I was friends with them, but was I actually friends with them or was I just not a good time, but a person that, oh, we see you around, let's hang. Versus, and I feel like I was yearning for that so long in the beginning of my college stages. At the end, I found my people. Okay, we're gonna spoil that. I found my people. I still talk to my close college friends like all the time now. But in those first stages, I felt very performative. And there was this part of me that I just felt like I always had to be on. Like when I was in my dorm room, and it was so like peaceful, especially because my roommate lived so close to the campus. So sometimes he would just go to his own place. But anyways, I would just be turned off and I would just be like a drag, like, oh, now I can just be me. But then as soon as I stepped out my door, I was like, hi, what are we doing today? What's happening? And I would literally just be on campus walking just because I like to walk, but also, seeing who I run into. And then I would find a function, I would find a move. And that's really a lot of college, okay? Finding a function and finding a move, finding an event, finding whatever it is. Funny story, me and my friend randomly stumbled across a skating rink in the middle of our student center of our university. And we were like, what? We were just walking the campus, by the way. Didn't know, didn't hear anything. We just walked into a skating rink. Gag. Anyways, that's a whole different topic. But back to me feeling like I was performing. So yeah, we would just talk and I would just be there, but I knew that there wasn't a real connection how the people in the groups would have with each other, with me and them. When I was there, it was definitely key. It was definitely a good time, but it wasn't a true bondage moment because at that time I felt like I had a personality where I could just, latch onto people and I was still myself, but it was whatever part of myself I was with these group of people. And that's when I realized I was like, am I being fully myself, being this ex, exaggerated, extroverted person that I don't really care to be, that it takes a lot of energy. And once I realized that, I stopped like hanging out with a lot of people, not in a sense of, oh, I don't like you or whatever. It was just that I just felt like it was doing so much disservice to me to just exuberate all this extra energy that I did not feel like I needed to put out there. And sometimes it's good to just be alone or just find your small knit of people. And then once I did around my junior, senior year ish is when I really got my tea when I didn't care no more. Because around that time, that's like probably canon event where everyone finds their people and they just stick out with it and they mind their business, which is perfect. But going through that freshman year phase of just meeting so many different people, having so many parts of my persona blasted. The words that I can't find in this video, maybe I should sit in silence more. Yeah, okay, anyways. So that was the silence. But yeah, I felt like I was performing more than being myself. And now, the more that I realize, now that I'm out of college and I don't have to just wander on campus, I'm at peace, I'm alone more than I am with people nowadays. I realized that I low-key think I'm an introvert. People don't think that. Anytime I tell my friends, they're like, Branson, you're not an introvert. Like, you're literally, like, you're just saying that. But, I mean, obviously, you know, there are things you can be both and stuff like that. But I truly just like to, like, I feel like the introvert in me, when I look things up, it just gives introvert. But I can, like, Keke Palmer, she talked about this in her, like, before, but she, feels like she has like this persona, this character that it makes her an extrovert and she can talk to anybody. But then, you know, when she's alone, she's just Kiki, you know, she's really just to herself, minds her business. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I feel like, because I feel like for me, an extrovert, someone who's naturally an extrovert, I feel that it would just be you being able to, you know, be an extrovert. But me, when I'm doing extrovert duties, extrovert tendencies, it's really a performance. I really could care less about doing all that, and I'd rather just be. I'm such an intimate person. I like one-on-ones with people. I love a good one-on-one chat, or like with like a small group of friends that y'all are all cool, like really cool, like that. Like I'm like a. We don't have to be at the party with like 30 plus people. No, let's have a cute little 2, 3, 4, 5 people here. Mind our business. Let's chit chat. Let's get into the real. Let's get into the real deep down, because the group things to me are just so. It's a lot of fake. It's a lot of fake energy and being the best presence of yourself, when I'm just like, I just want to be me, okay? I just want to be me. And then when you're around so many different energies, obviously, it's just, you just have to be much more mindful of everything that you do and every way that you make. At least that's how my brain works, okay? Because when I'm at a function and there's a lot of people that I don't know, it's very, oh, nice to meet you. What's your name? Oh, good. It's just a lot. And I would rather just let's where are the small people at? Where are the intimate settings? Let's do that, please. Thank you. So yeah, this was a lot of that. And then also I felt that I wouldn't say I felt that I had pressure to be liked, but it was definitely a sense of you wanted to get on the good side of people. You wanted to be on the right foot. You wanted to be someone that they didn't have a bad taste in their mouth. And I would do that a lot of the times. And I felt like I was getting not pushed over, but people would just do things and say things, and it would always, like, you know, come at me a type of way. But I would brush it off so easily. And I felt like I was doing myself a disservice, because there were so many times where I just felt like, oh, like they really did that or they said that. But I was like, whatever. Anyway, so when me now would be like, oh, wait, hold, pause. What do you mean? What are you saying? No, I don't really vibe with that. And yeah, it was just, I don't know what that was. It was really a lot of freshman year. That's what I can tell you, okay? Freshman year teas, because I know so many people that enter college and university and they just get into the wanting to meet everybody. But let me tell you now, meeting everybody is not the best thing for you, though, okay? Meeting everybody is not the best thing for you. But you know, it's part of life. You got to go through those, the all the people, the good, the bad, the everyone's to get to who you're really gonna rock with, who you really gonna key and spend your energy and time with. And once you find them, time is the best. But it does take some weeding out, okay? It does take some okay, let's see. Are you T? Are you for me? Do we vibe? Do we click? We do. Yeah, we do. So that's basically that. But anyways, that's what I wanted to talk about in this video. Just what was I talking about in this video? Yeah, being me, putting on a persona, maybe not. And I talked about a lot, so we'll see what the title of this video will be. But thank you for watching. Watch some of my other videos too, because I talk about a lot, okay? Sometimes I give advice too. So yeah, thank y'all for watching this video. I love y'all so much. Kisses from Branson. Yes. And until the next video, bye.